So tonight I want to talk about how our city needs to create more density, and particularly in a part of our urban core. And this is an area I've been looking at for about 7 years now with a bunch of different people, but I just wanted to give a shout out to my friend Pat Smith, who's on the right side there on top of the 800 building, who's done a lot of work with me on this. So the first thing we need to do is kind of shed the preconceptions about density. Whenever public meetings or things come up, everybody, the first thing, it goes negative as soon as they think about density. But density doesn't have to be crowded, monotonous, unsafe, congested places. That's usually dealing with more with poor design than it is with the actual effective density. And so successful cities in this century are going to offer a range of neighborhoods, and the dense ones are going to attract a lot more people for a lot of reasons that I'll explain soon. There's a lot of research that shows that dense cities are better positioned and more economically advanced than ones that are not. The economy is increasingly being driven by people who are paid to think, and the studies are showing that people in this demographic are looking for walkable communities with a 24-hour lifestyle. So Louisville already offers a great variety of neighborhoods, from our urban core areas and historic neighborhoods out to the suburbs and to even the rural areas. It gives us a great amount of choice, and not everybody wants to live in one particular area. But what we don't particularly offer right now is a dense, modern neighborhood like a lot of the other cities that we aspire to or think about, such as Portland, Denver, even Nashville. Places like Lodo and the Gulch and Pearl District are places that are really vibrant, and we just don't offer that right now, and we need to think about that. So why focus on the core? There's a lot of places in the city that need attention, but this particular area needs attention because, as the mayor from Oklahoma City has stated, the vibrancy of the core is directly proportionate to the quality of life in the suburbs. So we need to have a strong core for the whole city to do well. So I've been looking around at different places for the last 7 years, and there's really two places I see that this could happen. One of them is in Shippingport, which is west of 9th Street by the river. And the other area is Sobro, which is south of Broadway. And that's the area I'd like to focus on right now. I believe that there's the strongest argument right now for this because of all the amenities that it offers, and it's a very underutilized district. It's bounded by Broadway, basically 9th Street, I-65, and Kentucky, and it was a leftover part from the old historic old Louisville historic master plan. And so you can see there's a weakness here. All the red spaces are parking lots, surface lots, so it's more than 50%, but that's an opportunity because now we could create like a completely unique new neighborhood and not have to deal with trying to integrate with the historic fabric that's there for the most part. And one of the amenities that's really great is all of the educational institutions. And one of the things about the educational institutions, you have the art district on Nulu, but this could be like an idea district where you have galleries and things where people express their ideas and show their work and things that are going on and really kind of create a vibrant area. Another thing is that there's a lot of senior living housing towers here. And the same thing that seniors need to be able to be independent, be able to go walk to a corner store or a drugstore or a venue. And it works for young professionals too, so building this out would help them as well. So Old Louisville is another one. We have this incredible gem that seems to be undervalued by a lot of the people outside of Louisville, but to create this dense neighborhood right next to it between the downtown and Old Louisville would help and only benefit this area by raising up the level of all the people and the amenities and things like that. So also having a dense neighborhood would bring the people and the rooftops that would help support the retail that we critically need downtown. It would also support retail around the area, but we definitely need more people living by to be able to support having shops and things in our downtown. We could also, because of the pretty much I call it a blank slate. We can start from scratch with a sustainable master plan for the whole neighborhood and work with the universities on research projects to create green infrastructure and advanced transit, build more efficient buildings, and even try to get a LEED neighborhood certification. We could also build the neighborhood that you could live without a car or rely less on a car and be able to put in the infrastructure with protected and safe bike lanes throughout there, more robust than just striping, and it would be a real possibility to have that spread from there. It is also the opportunity when you have density. One of the things that people keep telling me is we don't have enough density to be able to have a streetcar. But I say, well, let's build the density then, because we need to be moving in that direction, whether it's a streetcar or another form of transit. We need to build the density to be able to have some kind of a vision like this to look forward to. So currently we're working with the Urban Land Institute. The city is, through their Rose Fellowship, they gave us a one-year project, basically, or they're working with us on a one-year project, as well as Austin, Tacoma, and Hartford, and we're focusing on 4th Street, but a big part of it is going to be looking at an implementation strategy for Sobro. So the next steps are basically, if we can understand the benefits of a strong city core, engage in a shared vision, embrace well-designed density, create a space where people can see the changes that are expected to happen, and start with using low-cost pilot projects to activate the neighborhood now. And I was in advertising, so I know kids help sell things sometimes, but the main reason I put that there was because I love the city already, but I want it to be a city that my kids will love and want to live and work and play here. So that's it. Thanks.